Hi there, big boys, and welcome to my review of Super Dodgeball Beats for the Nintendo Switch. You also get it on other places, as you can imagine. So this is a pretty basic rhythm game, really, except it's got a dodgeball theme for some reason. I don't know why, because the game doesn't really have anything to do with dodgeball. The characters don't even seem to be really doing dodgeball-like activities, but oh well, it's there, I suppose. And it's a pretty basic rhythm game. You press buttons at the right time. Sometimes you have to hold the button down, sometimes you might have to move the analog stick in a direction instead. But it's fine, it works well enough. There's also power-ups that you get, and you can use those power-ups to annoy the enemy or protect yourself, that kind of thing. It's fine. The gameplay is pretty solid, I suppose. I think like the music wasn't that great, to be honest, and some of the actual design of the maps, or I don't know, beat maps, is that what am I allowed to call them that? I don't even know. Weren't so great. It's a lot of time it was quite boring, quite not easy, but sort of just like pressing the actual difficulty just seemed to be like timing rather than looking like, oh, it's going so fast. You know, like I would have liked it if it was a bit more fast paced, and it does admittedly get more fast paced as you go up the difficulties, but still, you know, a bit weird. And yeah, sometimes you feel like you have actually hit it, but you just haven't because there's no like latency calibration, which games like this often need to have, which is kind of a problem. What else is there? It's got a very short single player with a little bit of story. There's three difficulties, but from what I gather, it's the same, just harder. And the actual content is like 12 rounds, I think, and it's sort of like a tourney. It's quite cleverly done because even if you lose a few of them, you can still be in the final match, or the final matches, if you succeed in enough of them to get enough points, which I quite enjoyed. I did fail a few of them, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know, the music just didn't do much for me. I feel like the rhythm game, the music has to be quite good, and I don't know, for this it felt a bit sort of boring and basic. But that's fine. Now here's the main thing about the game I really like. The art style. It's really, really fantastic and really fun to look at and really well animated. It just looks really good. I've got to give them props here. It all looks fantastic. There's loads of characters. All looks really good in that side. And the problem is, you can't really get to look at it that much because you're constantly trying to look at, you know, what buttons you've got to press next, but you know, it's fine. The game does look super pretty. It's also got local multiplayer support, which is nice. Looks like the fun bit really more than the actual single player, to be honest. What else is there? The enemy power-ups are really annoying. The fact that enemies can use power-ups on you just means that the game becomes a bit more sort of luck-based than actual strategy. That's what I find anyway. Because they can hide what you're seeing and stuff like that, and that means it's basically you've got to just. I guess you could argue that you could still, as long as you know roughly where it was, or at least that it spawned, you can sort of imagine where it is. But it's just true. That's a bit more strategy, I guess. But it's also really annoying, and it's quite punishing because if you miss a few shots, then you're sort of screwed, and it's kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't know. It's not too bad. I enjoyed my time with it, but I probably wouldn't be playing this again anytime soon because I feel like there's quite a lot of rhythm games that are better than this, even though it looks super pretty, and this is definitely the most pretty rhythm game I've ever played. The actual gameplay is kind of simple, and it could have done with a bit more depth to it in my opinion. But you know, there's also like new characters that you unlock who you can use as your mentor, who have new power-ups and stuff. But I don't know, it just lacked a bit of depth. But it's not too bad. I enjoyed it to a point. It's not too bad at all. The art style is by far the best bit though. When you get in the groove, it's quite fun, but yeah, it's not the best thing ever. Anyway, that was Super Dodgeball Beats. Thank you for watching, big boys. It's an important time, and bye.